So we'll have to make this a quick one because I only have like 2 days left to record all the voiceovers and do the editing before the video has to be released. So I'm not doing that much of a script and just doing some free talk. So that might mean I will do some hiccups and everything, but oh well, it's my fault for being a bit lazy and not having the energy to make the video thus far. So it's Pride Month, and to celebrate it, Fiverr, another YouTuber that I will link down below, put together a little project where they invited everyone to paint a model or more than one model for the Gloomspite kids in a colorful clown theme. And there were really no other restrictions other than, the general theme of clowns. And of course, I loved the idea, so I took part in it. I actually signed up for 3 models. Sadly, I had to cut down on one of my ideas because of time, because I just took too long. That is kind of on me. But yeah, I took the honor of doing... Well, Dropbox just ruined this recording, but I will keep it in because fuck you, Dropbox. Either way, originally I just chose to do the Loon boss on Mangle Squig, had a fun little idea to separate the 2 squigs and make them 2 Loon bosses, 2 for the price of 1. But yeah, that kind of did not go as planned. I have him like half painted up, but I just could not make it in time to get both of them done. So I decided to not abandon, but not, just push it back for now, because I want to get done something. I also wanted to include something Oldhammer, because why do I have a big collection of Oldhammer miniatures if I'm not, shoving them in everywhere? So I decided to do a little shooter grot with the 6th edition Goblin model. And lastly, I also did one of the Boing grots, the grots riding squigs, but I put my little twist on it and not put a goblin on the squig, but rather just a big rocket pack. Arguing that the impact of that would be just as bad as Avalanche. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. So I got to work, maybe a little late. I will be playing all the recordings of my progress of me building the model, me painting the model and such, and then there will be a nice showcase of my models at the end by Fiverr, who has the turning table that I just don't have yet. Our first project is the Loon Queen, or Loon Lady. I'm not quite sure which one I want to take yet, but it's basically the Loon boss, but I had the fun idea of splitting the 2 into 2 separate models, with the original idea to have them be like, not yin and yang, but have one with black face tattoo and one with a white face tattoo, clown inverted and not inverted, and such a duality, something like that. It was a fun idea. In concept, in practice, it just didn't quite work out as planned, plus it was just too much time to paint it both. But yeah, that was the general idea, so I built these 2 up separately. I had to do some green stuffing and milliput filling to, for one, seal some of the holes that are left because I did not connect the squigs by a chain. For the upper squig, I actually then had the fun idea to give him a flying stand, to have him like jump midair, which would have been a really cool model, and I think I'll try and finish it and send it over to Fiverr anyways. But yeah, that model kind of has to be pushed back still. So we just have the squig on foot. But yeah, I had to do some filling here and there because there were holes left, which wasn't too hard, I guess. I also, for the Loon Lady, did a little head swap because I did not like the original head. It just looked a bit too normal. I actually managed to trade for one of the Squig Herder heads, which I then put on the Loon Lady because I just love that grin and the metal mask. It just looks lovely. So, assembled it, and yeah, that's that. Let's get on to the painting. But before we actually paint, it's a point I forgot. Because the squigs have actually modeled out mouth cavities, but their mouths, at least the lower one, is half closed, I had to actually build them into 2 parts and then turn them into little body bags with only their inner mouth exposed to prime that and then paint it and then glue it together and finish it. This is something like I forgot in the last recording, but that was a little fun thing to do. But yeah, put them together and then primed them in red and gave them a base coat with corn red, glazed that up with piston red, then added some Evil Sun Scarlet to that mix, and you know, it's easiest quick doing. There is not much to say about that really. Now, while my past self is painting this quick, I would just personally like to say a few words. Considering pride and all that, it's something that has grown very meaningful to me as a person that has experienced a lot of hate and rejection for who I am, basically. First for just my sexuality, and then also recently for my trans identity. I don't think the word quite translates to English as it does in German. But being trans, it's something that I have not had too many bad experiences with yet. I think that's the most part because I have always liked to surround myself with people that are more open-minded. But yeah, there are people that have not been as fortunate, and these people are probably a lot deeper in all of it and might just try to deny themselves, you know, who they are. People that just don't want to accept that they are different because they somehow have been given this idea that being different is, well, wrong. I mean, this entire project is about everyone doing different things with a similar prompt, and yeah, it's all goblins, but they're not unified. They're all colorful, some are kit bashed, some are just built, and I think that's a nice reflection of people as well. You know, we all are considered humans, but we all are so drastically different. Everyone is just who they are, and I think it's something we should just learn and keep close to our heart, that we do not, well, we should not judge people for being different because it's an inherent quality to us, and it's actually much more beautiful that way, you know? Seeing the complete army now, you will see it in a bit. It's beautiful to look at. It's a collaborative effort between everyone, and just so darn cute actually. So yeah, that's me mumbling on long enough, I think, and being sentimental. Just be nice to one another and don't think that being different is wrong and that you should hide yourself for it. Okay? Okay, now that we're done painting the squig, which has a nice little clown makeup now, and adorable beady little eyes, we move on to the Loon lady, which will sort of be split into 3 parts. Or, I had 3 main ideas I wanted to implement. First, I wanted to, of course, implement the trans pride flag somewhere, and I think her large cape is a perfect canvas for that. And then I of course want to give her some clown makeup, but she has a metal mask, so I thought it would be funny to make it look like it's really roughly smeared on makeup, you know? And lastly, I kind of wanted to do something fun with her sort of sickle, and I got the inspiration from the weirdest places of all. From Terraria, from the man-eaters, I think they're called. The jungle things that like try to bite you. I will put one on screen right now. And I basically just tried to emulate a similar vibe. You know, like have have the sickle look like it's gonna bite you, you know, with some teeth markings and such. So yeah, that were the three main things. The first one with the pride flag, of course, being the most meaningful thing to me, and tying this whole thing a bit more closely to pride, because, you know, pride has flags, and I think flags are just really neat in that regard. I also decided to put a little pride flag on the skull on the rocket pack of my rocket swig. But yeah. Once we're done painting the Loon lady, we'll put her on her mighty steed, the CLOWNS quick, and it's time for the grand reveal. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a different one. It's nothing to do with Oldhammer, and it's not really a painting guide, but I think it's a nice video, if I do say so myself. And it's not just a video for me, at least. It's something where you can take your inspiration from, because the clown army is not just for the selected few YouTubers. No, it's for everyone to join. You can make your own little clown goblins and post them on the hashtag, put them on the hashtag, yeah, I'm very smart, I know. Hashtag clown gobos. I will put it on screen here. And check out Fiverr and their video. I will also link it somewhere on the screen right now. And aside from that, if you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe, write a comment, I don't know. Do all the funny things, but if you want to do something else, then I would also suggest just checking up with the local charities that support LGBTQ people, especially LGBTQ youth, because especially the young people really do need the support right now. So if you have a penny to spare, it would be very much appreciated. But aside from that, it was an interesting experience doing actually a sort of collaboration for the first time. And if I may vent here now for a second, I was very lazy to some degree actually, and just didn't start early enough, and it came to bite me back in the ass. But I also had some problems that I just could not control, like issues with heating, and right now it's just too hot to concentrate at some points. Yeah, stuff I could not really control. But enough making excuses for me. In the end, it kind of all worked out, and we have an amazing army, even if some things are still missing, but I'm sure we'll get you a little update in the future. But yeah, that was Mama Negan's hobby stuff. I hope you enjoyed everything, and we'll see you next time. Oh yeah, also, I will do the skeletons in a bit.